Hurricane season is right around the corner. Make sure you're doing what you need to do to prepare. Next on Inside St. Lucie. Hello and welcome to this edition of Inside St. Lucie, SLC TV's monthly government affairs show. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County. Now on today's show, we're going to talk about hurricane prep with St. Lucie County Commissioner Jamie Fowler and Kate Rotundo with the St. Lucie County Extension Office / UF IFAS. But before we meet our guests, here's some upcoming events and announcements from the Board of County Commissioners. St. Lucie County's Aquatics Division is gearing up for the summer swim season, offering lessons and activities for all ages. For details, visit stlucieco.gov/aquatics. The Oxbow Eco Center has a variety of summer camp programs available throughout June and July for ages 6 to 16. For details, visit oxboweco.com. Now for the latest updates about all St. Lucie County Commission meetings, workshops, and events, visit our website at stlucieco.gov and click on our comprehensive calendar. And if you'd like to be added to our press release distribution list, send me an email at pio@stlucieco.org and we'll be happy to include you. We're also on all the major social media channels at St. Lucie Gov, so we hope you'll follow us there. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with the latest economic development stats with another St. Lucie Works. St. Lucie County's tourism revenue increased by 28% for February compared to February in 2002. Roughly 25% of the collections came from non-commercial properties through private vacation rentals. Overall tourism revenue for the fiscal year is nearly 15% higher than last year. Overall building activity in unincorporated St. Lucie County increased in February by 9% compared to January, with 933 permits submitted. According to the Florida Realtors Association, the median home sale price in St. Lucie County in February was $350,000, up 6% from last year, while condo values rose by 12% with the median price at $285,000. St. Lucie County's unemployment rate remained flat at 3% in February, the same as January. Statewide, the unemployment rate was 2.6%. The largest increase in the labor force on the Treasure Coast was in education and health services with 2,100 new jobs, followed by leisure and hospitality and government with 1,500 jobs each. Construction and trades added 800 new jobs. If you work for a local business looking for skilled or trained labor, be sure to contact the staff at Career Sources. They can assist your company with its recruitment and training needs. And if you're an individual looking for a job, they can help you as well. Visit the Career Source online at careersourcerc.com or call 1-866-4U2-HIRE. Welcome back to Inside St. Lucie. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County, and I'm joined by St. Lucie County Commissioner Jamie Fowler and Kate Rotundo with the IFAS. I always mess up this name. It's the Extension Office is what we call it, but it's the UF IFAS Extension Office, and IFAS stands for?
The Institute of Food and Agricultural Science.
I knew that. I was just making sure you do,
you passed
Kate.
the test.
Well, thank you both for coming on the show. We're getting close to hurricane season, which seems like comes up every other month, but really it's because, we always need to be prepared.
That's right.
And Commissioner, you thought it'd be a good idea to have extension on, which when we think about hurricane prep, we don't usually think about cooperative extension.
Absolutely not. And they have a lot of great information that they're going to be able to provide to us today in regards to getting our yards ready. Well, a lot of times we think about our house, our food, our animals, but we overlook our trees, our shrubbery, and what should that plan look like?
Absolutely. I know it's one thing we always do from a communications point. Don't wait until the storm is in the box and we're in the code of uncertainty and start trimming all your branches and stack them by the road. Just
Exactly.
because it always, a lot of the PSAs would say because it becomes flying debris, but I think more importantly, and Kate can attest this, that stuff just will clog storm drains too, and that's how you get localized flooding, probably early on in the storm versus during the impact. So, Kate, let's talk a little bit about, I know recently you guys asked us to put something out on Facebook about a hurricane cut, and that's not a fancy mullet haircut in front of the barber shop, right?
You know it when you see it, that's for sure. The hurricane cut is sort of that term that we use. You might have heard a pineapple cut or that hurricane pruning that we see oftentimes on our palm trees. It's something we see a lot in the landscape, but it's not really recommended for our palms. So I think there's a lot of misconceptions about maybe what's practiced in the landscape and some of those practices that really aren't healthy for the palms. Over time, that can really deteriorate that palm health. And so we see it so often that people think, oh, I should be doing that, and that's going to be really good for hurricane season. So I'm happy to provide the information from UF-IFAS and the research that the University of Florida does to make sure that we can let residents know what the proper palm pruning is and some of those other key aspects to keeping our landscapes and our trees and shrubs healthy throughout the year, not just through hurricane season.
So in general, though, the key is if it's brown, you can cut it down.
Cut it down. Yeah,
But
that's the easiest way to remember.
It's almost like the other acronym for the flushing,
right.
It's yellow, let it mellow.
Exactly. So if you can remember that with your palms, many times when I talk to residents, it's really leaving as much green as possible. That's really the most helpful or healthy part of the palm tree, because that's really the food bank. If you think about the nutrients that are in the fronds of the palm tree, the more we cut off, you're really starving that palm. Mm-hmm. And not getting too much deep into the science, but most of our palms are potassium deficient, and as soon as we start cutting off all of those palms, that potassium gets in a smaller and smaller amount, and that crown becomes really vulnerable, not only because of nutrient deficiencies, but even just the physical movement of storms, that wind whipping through there. Palm trees with a fuller canopy, just because of research, we know they really do fare better than ones that have that really tight, almost ponytail. That's also another term that you might hear. But the hurricane cut, the cut that really kind of makes it where it's this little feather duster, palms really should have a more of a crown. So if it's brown, cut it down, obviously before hurricane season, because those can fly off. But the more green you can leave, the better for the palm.
Yeah. And Commissioner, I know this is your first year in office, but you've been here how long in St. Lucie County?
Yeah, so at least 25 plus years. So, I've had plenty of experience with a variety of storms and strengths, and one of the things that I can definitely vouch for is our resiliency in our infrastructure, how quickly our utility companies like FPL and FPUA get out there and start assessing as soon as it's safe for them to do so. And last but not least, our highly experienced public safety staff, how well they communicate in getting the message out. A unified message, working with both cities to make sure our residents are informed, is so crucial, especially with so many new residents that we have here.
Yeah, and that's always the challenge, because I know as we start warning residents about hurricane season, and if you've been here the last 3 years, we've always had these close calls, nothing ever happens, I'm not going to worry about putting shutters up. And
it only takes one.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
It takes one storm. Doesn't matter if it's they deem it's going to be a super active or not so active storm. It literally takes one, and it always seems as though as we get closer to the end, we kind of start letting our guard down, and then that's when
September's notoriously the worst month.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go back even to 1910, I think some of the biggest storms that have hit our area have been in September. It's always Labor Day weekend for some reason. Ruin my vacation plans all the time.
Indeed, but it's still hot.
Yes, it is, and then you don't have power for 2 weeks. That's even worse. But like you said, our fairgrounds is a staging area. It's pretty impressive when to see all the utility trucks there from all over the southeast.
It is.
Even if it's
something.
not hitting our area, but we know they're going to go to the West Coast or.
They start prepping. You start seeing them coming down 95 in the Turnpike, and they are just heading south or whichever direction towards where they know it's going to impact.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you got a chance to go through the Citizens Academy, so you got to tour the EOC.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And everyone should have full confidence in our staff. They are top notch for sure. Yeah.
And one of the things that's different this year, and we, in addition to hurricane prep, and as far as the yard trimming, we want to remind residents that to pre-register for our medical special needs shelter.
Yeah, and we also have a pet-friendly shelter, and those registrations are open all year long. So, if you are planning on, not staying at home and evacuating in that manner, make sure you do it in a timely manner. And again, don't forget your pets. Don't leave them at home to fend for themselves.
Absolutely.
And, the other thing that we oftentimes take for granted is once those winds reach a certain, mile per hour, law enforcement does stop responding to emergencies, so you don't want to get caught out on the road and not have emergency services available to help you.
Yeah, that's always a question we get to when we say we're doing evacuations, mandatory evacuations. What does that mean? You're going to force me out of my home, out of the Barrier Island? No, but it is that once the winds get sustained over 45 miles an hour, we're not going to put first responders at risk by going over the bridge. So you run that risk of staying on the island.
And those bridges get shut down. So then you're essentially, if you're on that other side, you're stuck. It's too late. So biggest thing is prepare and have a plan and don't panic.
Absolutely. Kate, what else can you tell us about preparing for hurricane season? We talked about palms, but oak trees, and I know we recently had somebody come do our yard because I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I don't want to be the guy that's telling people to do the right thing and then not doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think it is important to kind of all year round have that mindset of keeping our landscapes healthy and really pruning with a purpose. That's really any kind of pruning should have a purpose. We shouldn't do it just because it's a certain time of year. We always recommend working with a certified arborist, especially if they are larger trees that you and I probably can't get to or we don't have the tools for.
I can't get to it either.
Right.
I don't
so
like getting on ladders.
We might want to leave that to professionals that have been trained. We do have classes through the University of Florida at IFAS Extension where we do green industry best management practices, where we teach landscape contractors, those that are professionals in the industry. So it's always a good idea to work with a certified arborist that has that training and understanding of what should be pruned and when should it be pruned. But keeping those things kind of healthy throughout the year, but definitely not waiting. That yard debris throughout the year, we don't want it to go down the storm drain for many reasons, but especially hurricane season for flooding effects. And also, throughout the year, those grass clippings, those are sources of nitrogen. We don't want those going down the storm drain and getting to the Indian River Lagoon. So keeping things, in the yard or in where they're supposed to be in that yard debris so that it can be taken away is always a good idea. But any of those, those practices in our landscape, we have so many people that maybe they're having their first hurricane season this year, but we try to teach folks some of the practices in the landscape that are so different here than maybe up north or the Midwest. It's a completely different landscape here for so many reasons. I grew up here, so I know the soil and the climate but we've got folks moving here to St. Lucie County from everywhere, and that's the information that we can really help. If they really have questions about anything from palms to tomatoes to turf grass, those are things that we can help, and we have those resources for residents.
And that's such an excellent point, because my husband's from Vermont and he knows about tree trimming, but the first thing he said to me when we moved down here is, how do I trim a palm tree?
Right.
So
okay.
So we have the information. Sent out that email because I shared it with them. And he's actually going to be doing some tree trimming this weekend in preparation for hurricane season. So I armed them with the information.
Good. I always like to see it done properly, and we do see that. They're not over pruned, but we see it so much on the opposite end where things are over pruned, especially palms, so much that it's really not protecting them from hurricanes. It really does more damage than good. They're really made to have that full canopy and move. A lot of those newer fronds are really vulnerable when we cut everything else off, and we get 40, 50, hopefully not much more than that mile an hour per winds, that we really want to keep those palms as healthy as possible.
And if you're doing it yourself, be careful, because I've seen snakes in palms, high up on a ladder, and I'm cutting, and I'm like, whoa,
a lot of critters, can kind of stay there in those the boots of palm trees, or certain species have different fronds and what they look like. We have self-cleaning palms that don't have to be pruned at all. So royal palms, Christmas palms, they kind of fall off on their own when they turn brown, and that's a normal senescence or dying of those older fronds. But we tend to over prune some of the sable palms or Canary Island date palms. They start to look a little yellow, and people say, oh, I'm just going to prune those off so they don't. You're really not. You're causing more damage than good. More of that nutrient is being escaped. Those food banks are being taken off, and you're still starving that palm. So proper fertilization is really more recommended than just cutting off yellow fronds. Fix the problem first before just cutting off all the fronds. So.
And Kate, you guys also, the IFAS office has a bank of volunteers and master gardeners that can help educate. You guys even keep regular hours down at the Morningside Library.
Yeah.
So if folks have questions, they don't have to go all the way out to Pecos Road, right?
No.
Right. Yeah, we've got folks, our amazing master gardener volunteers. They're there Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can always call to make sure somebody's in the office. You can call. We've got some volunteers still at the Pecos Road office in Fort Pierce. So we're kind of at two locations. The extension office, you can always come out and see me, and if you've got questions, you can always email or call us. Sending pictures is always a good idea because that way I can see what you're seeing. If there's insect pests that you want identified. Yesterday I just went through several samples of some plants that might have some fungal diseases. So, we'd kind of run the gamut of all the things that we can help with residents and those practices in the landscape. But anything that folks need to know about, come on over to Extension.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm always impressed because it's even more than just plants.
Sure.
You guys have done backyard chicken workshops. You've done financial assistance.
Yeah, it's not just me. I'm the urban horticulture
Sure.
agent, but I have an amazing team with me that are other agents that have other programming areas. Natural resource agent, we have a Sea Grant agent, community resource development, our fruit crop agent, commercial horticulture. So we kind of have multiple agents within different programs that, if it's not me that can help you with that question, I bet I can find another agent or a specialist within IFAS that can help you. So we've got the resources. Even if it's, not the first person you call, we're going to get you the right person to talk to.
Absolutely.
They're pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, because you're going into summertime, which is also in addition to hurricane season, budget time, and I know you guys haven't been hit with it yet, but staff's putting their budgets together.
They
and
are.
I know when we talk about the budget, I always think about reserves and hurricanes. I know when I first started working here, Francis and Jean hit, I think we had $8 million was the first bill for debris pickup,
Yes.
So that's why people, you got $18 million in reserves. Well, that's why, because the first storm could,
Yeah, and
really
Francis,
wipe that
I
out.
remember that very well because it was such it was a rainmaker, and it stalled out over us, and it was so long. Talk about cabin fever. I just could not wait to get out of the house.
Sure. It's better than being at the EOC.
That
maybe.
is
I don't
right.
know. Although my wife says you're up there with the AC, I was like, yeah, but I'm working. It's not like I'm relaxing. But yeah, we do have generators to keep the staff and the computers running. But,
Necessary.
yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Any concerns you have going into the budget season or opportunities you're looking at?
I'm
I mean, it's
just
early,
looking
so-
looking forward to the process.
Sure.
This is my first, full budget season.
Yeah.
So just, again, I'm still finding my groove, still learning.
Yeah.
And so just kind of not being super vocal, just again, trying to learn.
Sure.
And then next year,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
kind of ramp it up. But,
What's been the biggest surprise so far? About, 6 months into the job, 8 months?
I think the biggest surprise is they tell you that government doesn't move super quick. And I understand that. But to really see that in action, so for instance, in my district, Sun Trail project is something that fits that description. It's something that was approved over 22 years ago. It was approved back in 2001. And it's just now coming to fruition, which, if you're not familiar with the Sun Trail, that's the larger part of the East Coast Greenway that'll connect Maine all the way to the Keys. Approved in '01, feasibility study done in 2018. We're done with planning and engineering, and funding is in place, and we're actually getting ready to do construction by the end of this year, beginning of next year. But thank gosh, I love to read, because when you're having to go back 20 years
Sure.
to get caught up, it's a task in itself.
I remember writing about that in 1997, so that's how long when I was a reporter here. So yeah, and that's even an extreme example because you got state and federal agencies. So
Trying to work together,
yeah.
So projects start, they stall out, they come back, and
Sure.
so it's a process. So definitely love when a new project is brought forward, which hasn't been too many so far, but
Yeah.
there'll be more as I stay on. That you get to start from the beginning going on.
4 years we'll get a lot done.
Yeah,
You'd
absolutely.
Be surprised. I
Yeah.
mean, like you said, it may be another 8 years before it's finished, but
Indeed.
I know the FDOT is starting the new bridge to North Hutchinson Island.
They are.
soon, and that's going to be another one of those like monument. It's hard to imagine like a new high-rise bridge. Like I've lived here 25 years. We haven't built, and the last bridge we built was over Gordy Road, but that was
Right.
replacing a wood bridge that it's
Yeah,
not
right.
it's not a I don't even know what the cost of that North Beach Bridge is, but I'm sure it's over 100 million, right?
It is. Oh yes.
Off the top of my head,
Yes.
we don't work for FDOT.
Several
It's not our
times-
project.
several
but
times that.
yeah, I just can't imagine the amount of concrete that's going to take to do that.
But it's going to be wonderful once it's open. We're going to have widened bike paths, and it's going to really create additional accessibility without having to use a vehicle. So
yeah,
it'll be
absolutely.
needed.
Anything else you want to remind folks about hurricane season or just in general?
You know, make sure there's a lot of resources out there. So make sure, personally for us, you can go to www.readystlucie.org. Your local news channels, for me, I watch WPTV. They have a lot of resources. Publix, they have a lot of resources.
Yeah, don't watch the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents will call me, you're underwater right now. That's Fort Lauderdale. That's 2 hours away.
Watch our local news. They do a fantastic job of keeping us informed. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I think everyone has their own little kind of hurricane process.
Sure.
So, you know, back when I was younger, right, we had the hurricane parties, which was completely irresponsible. I do not suggest that. Personally, for me, what I do now is I call it a hurricane cleaning party. So never knowing how long you might be out of power for, I lower that AC down to 65. Granted, I'm freezing, but I lower it down. I clean my house. I do all my laundry.
Eat all that frozen food that's been in there a while.
Exactly. I charge up all of my electronics, any accessory battery packs for those, and then I sit down and I make myself a nice meal, sit in front of the TV, find a movie or good television show, and just relax. Because again, the biggest thing is at that point you should be prepared. Don't panic. Just take a deep breath and let the dice roll where it may.
It's also a good time to check in on your neighbors and get to know your neighbors.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember we had just moved into our house. We'd been there a couple of years, and that's how really I got to know all my neighbors. One neighbor had an ice machine and was sharing ice. It had a generator. He had coolers. We kept our stuff. You know, we did barbecues. We didn't have power.
Excellent point. Yeah, the community definitely comes together. Yeah, and grills. Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. So make sure you have your propane tanks filled.
Propane full.
Yes. Yeah. But absolutely.
Kate, anything from the Extension office?
I think just rely on, like Commissioner Fowler said, just relying on our local sources. We provide the local science for those recommendations we talked about today. But if there's ever anything that, we can do for our residents, just give us a call or check our website. We have programs going on, prior to bad weather that folks can register for, because we really are the educational arm of IFAS. And so providing that education and finding solutions for people, before, things get crazy in a hurricane, but always just being prepared, starting now. I know I was here to talk more about the landscape, and, obviously that's an important aspect, but people's safety is obviously priority to that. But, just keeping things, healthy in the landscape, I think prior to hurricane season helps us, in the long run. Yeah.
And I think too, you guys do a great job of right plant, right place.
Yes,
even before if you're a new homeowner, you're doing landscape, reach out to Extension. You want to make sure you're planting stuff. We just went through a month or a couple weeks now where we didn't have rain and we were at a drought index, and people, we have, prior to you coming on the board, the commissioners passed for unincorporated county, a 2-day-a-week schedule for watering, because water is a limited resource. But you can plant, you can still do good landscaping with drought-tolerant plants.
Absolutely.
I mean, we zero-scaped our front yard.
That's a great point.
I don't have to mow now.
Yeah. Keep it native.
So keeping that Florida-friendly landscaping is one of the programs that I teach, that we definitely, right plant in the right place. You're hedging your bets just from the beginning. With water, we don't have to use a ton of water or a ton of fertilizer or a ton of maintenance, and you're really, if the wrong tree or the wrong plant is in that spot, you might be over pruning just because it's really not in the right spot. It might be too big. It might be, one of those plants that really should be further away from the house. But we do have many species here that do very well and have good, what we would call wind resistance. There are trees that do better in hurricanes than other ones that have harder wood. Some that break easier might not be a great, if you're living over on the beach or closer to the river.
Or was that the ones with all the roots that fall over?
Oh gosh, there's a few.
I know. Banyan tree is what I'm thinking. The banyan trees.
Yeah, there's some that
they always the whole roots come up.
Yeah, when the soil gets soggy, that is a threat to some of the plant species that with that wind they can also sort of topple over. So trying to use that right plant, right place principle to really think about, not everybody starts with a blank landscape, of, I'm just going to take over and plant everything that I want. Maybe you've bought a house or you're in an apartment that the trees are already there. So that's where proper pruning really comes in. But, if you do have a little space that you're looking for, hey, I want to choose the right tree, or I want to choose the right shrub, think about where we are and think about maybe some of the things that happen in our area, like hurricanes. Thinking about what soil types we have and, how much rain we get or not get. That really depending on what's going on with the climate and the weather. I think it is really important to start there, and that's something that we can definitely help with that plant selection. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything else you guys want to mention before we wrap up the show?
Just as a reminder, hurricane season does start June 1st and runs through November 30th. That doesn't mean we can't get a storm before or after that. And again, just want to stress and urge, have a plan. This way you don't panic and you're ready to go.
Absolutely. Like I said, even a tropical storm can cause a lot of chaos and frustration for residents. So always have a plan and be ready. So thank you both for coming on the show.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Inside St. Lucie, and we hope you'll tune in again next month. If you have topics or subjects you'd like to see covered here on the program related to St. Lucie County government, give us a call at 772-462-1791 or send us an email at pio@stlucieco.org. And if you'd like to see previously aired episodes of this or other SLC TV programs, visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/stluciegov. I'm your host, Eric Gill. For myself and the staff, thanks for watching.